students. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Last session. अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आपको आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
जी वालेकुम सलाम सर, आ रही है।
थैंक यू वेरी मच। आज का सेशन हम स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं जहाँ से कल हमने छोड़ा था। थोड़ा एक दफा छोटा सा रिवीजन कर लेते हैं। सबसे पहले तो रिवीजन ये है कि माइक्रो प्रोसेसर एंड इंटरफेसिंग प्रॉब्लम जो है इसको समझना जरूरी है। द प्रॉब्लम इज microprocessor is a device जो कि एक इंटीग्रेटेड सर्किट भी है and it has to do some important tasks for a computer system या जिस भी सिस्टम में हम इसको इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं उसके लिए। now because this device has limited memory internally, so it has internal registers, internal memory, it has a control unit, and it has a arithmetic and logical unit, and it has a control unit inside. So because the internal memory is composed of registers, and in the modern जो microprocessor है उनमें कैश मेमोरी भी है, but it is not sufficient to run the application. So the application resides in the memory. And this memory we call it main memory. This memory is located on the same board in which the microprocessor is located. And in addition to interact with the main memory, there is also a requirement to interact with the input and output devices. So I/O is also an area in which we need to primarily make an arrangement कि ये दो सिस्टम आपस में एक दूसरे से कम्युनिकेट कर सकें। For this, some data bus are proposed, some bus structure or wiring is used. And first of all, we have the address bus. So that we can locate the area of main memory and or the I/O buffer from which the microprocessor need to read or write. Okay. There are two operations. Let me write it here. Read and write. So whenever we talk about the read operation, so microprocessor is the central or the control element. Therefore, हम जब भी बात करेंगे read और write, we primarily look at the microprocessor as a reference. So in this case, microprocessor will read the data, and after processing the result, or the microprocessor writes the result. So what is the required that microprocessor read the data, and after processing we get the result. It generates the result, and after the once microprocessor have the results, it has to save the result. Okay? So then microprocessor has to write the result in the memory. Microprocessor write result to the memory. Or in some cases IO. So this is the problem we are talking about. The microprocessor has to read the data and microprocessor has to write the data. This is the problem which we need to understand. So the bus structure is there in which the microprocessor is attached to the onboard memory and to different modules which are helping for the interface of IO devices. So in line with the address bus, there is also a bus which is called the data bus. Let me just write it here. So there is also a data bus. So this data bus is bidirectional. आप देख सकते हैं कि ये डेटा रिसीव और डेटा सेंड दोनों पर्पस की. So microprocessor issue the address and then it issue the signals to read and write the data. So in helping this operation, we also need what is called control. Control bus. Okay, control bus depends on the type of the signal, and the control bus is usually depends on its direction is depending upon the type of the control signal issue. So we can use a symbol like this for the control bus. So this is the paradigm, and this is primarily the main problem, and this is the solution for this problem. But this solution is a limited solution, so we need to expand this solution so that we can attach a number of devices. So we can attach a number of devices. So now discussing towards the solution part. There are many solutions, but the primary solution is to primarily design a decoding circuit. Okay, so this is the primary solution, and there are techniques which are helpful to design that decoding circuit. And if we can show this in our diagram by again primarily making some adjustment, I will make some adjustment in the diagram. So we can primarily discuss the solution. So this is the problem we have, and this is the way we primarily work. And now we are talking about the solutions. Okay, now formulating a solution. So we have a microprocessor with us. This resembles a microprocessor. And we have the memory and IO space. So a microprocessor. And memory and
सर आपने स्क्रीन चेंज किया?
आपको स्क्रीन नजर आ रही है?
ये सर अब सही हो गई, इससे पहले नहीं हुई थी।
Okay, we are also recording. So if there is any problem with the internet access, the recording will be available soon. So the solution component has that we have the address bus and we have a decoding circuit. So decoding circuit is D for a decoder, a decoding circuit. We use the address bus to activate this decoding circuit, and then this decoding circuit will primarily enable the particular location or particular IC. And similarly, it will primarily some control signals. Some control signals are primarily helping us when we formulate this solution. So this is the address bus. This is the control bus. And this is the enable signal. We usually ignore this control and we do not consider the primarily this component. We only consider the upper component in which the address bus is used. And we design a decoder circuit. And this decoder circuit, D stands for a decoder circuit. And there are two choices. These choices include A and gate or a decoder IC or a programmable logic device. Okay. PLD stands for programmable logic device. So this is the problem, this is the solution, and the whole course is designed to primarily understand the microprocessor architecture, and how this solution is primarily implemented, and how the microprocessor is placed on a printed circuit board so that other ICs can be primarily interfaced to. There are many related concepts जिनको हम सीखेंगे और जो है वो एक दफा लास्ट टाइम हमने पिन आउट देखा था, उसको अब हम थोड़ा सा रिव्यू करेंगे। जी बेटा, यहाँ आपका कोई सवाल है? इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन।
No, sir.
Then we go towards the book and see the pinouts of the microprocessor. In this diagram, we have identified that there are address pins and data pins are also multiplexed. So there is multiplexing and demultiplexing. So the pins are the connections are multiplexed. So address and data are multiplexed. Similarly, other signals like status signal are multiplexed. And similarly, we have control signals. And control signals are for different purposes. उनके लिए जो है वो पूरा ये वाला जो एरिया है, दिस इज प्राइमरी और different control signals including the important ones जिनको हम यहाँ थोड़ी देर में देखेंगे और यूज करेंगे, तो मैं यहाँ पे हाईलाइट भी करना चाहूँगा और साथ साथ हम उसको थोड़ा सा अंडरस्टैंड भी करेंगे. Okay, there is an important group of control signals which are related with the memory and I/O operations and read and write operations. So first we understand the MIO. So the if this pin is logic level 1 or 0, in case of 0, because the figure we can see the IO active logic is low, so the IO is selected, whereas for M the memory is selected. So in this way, if microprocessor issues, let me draw a small diagram. This is a microprocessor and this is memory, and let's say this is the IO. So this is the microprocessor. Similarly, we have the main memory. And similarly, we have the IO. So this pin MIO is connected to both primary devices, the MIO. Okay, so when this logic level is 0, so that means the IO device is selected are enabled, and if memory, if this control pin has a logic level 1, then the memory is selected according to this configuration, because this signal IO signal is active logic low. Active low logic for the IO. So this way, this looks a simple circuit, but it is not as that simple, because there are intermittent circuits as well, जो कि प्राइमरी इलेक्ट्रिकल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स को स्टेबल रखने के लिए यूज किए जाते हैं. So this is how the control signals work. So this is also true for other control signals जिनको हम देखेंगे और जिनको हम स्टडी करेंगे. यहाँ तक हमने जो है वो लास्ट जो हमने पढ़ा था उसका एक छोटा सा रिव्यू कंप्लीट कर लिया है. Now we are moving ahead and now we talk about the let's say we talk about the clock, and we talk about the multiplexing and demultiplexing through buffering and latch concept. पहला टॉपिक जो है वो आज का स्टार्ट करते हैं. Okay, so the first topic is related with the clock, because clock is very important, and for this microprocessor, the clock is not a built-in feature for the IC. जो कि नए जो खासतौर पे जो माइक्रो कंट्रोलर्स होते हैं जो एम्बेडेड सिस्टम में हम इस्तेमाल करते हैं, they have a built-in clock. No, this IC do not have a built-in clock. This microprocessor की हम बात कर रहे हैं, so it requires a separate clock. So there is an IC which is called a clock generator. Let's see what are the function of this IC, and then we see what are the connections. ये हमें practically तो करना नहीं है, but we have to understand only its function and its primarily. You don't need to understand or go through the diagram. अगर आपके पास time है, you can primarily go through the primary diagram we need to understand and review is this one. How this clock IC, clock generator IC, is interfaced with the microprocessor. As you can see, this is the clock generator IC. Let me write it here. Clock generator. Clock generator IC. And this is our microprocessor. As you can see, 808 sensor, 808 microprocessor. So as you can see, there are two connections shown. One is which is called clock. It is connected with the clock, and in this case, because a very old version of microprocessor, it is using 5 megahertz. जबकि आज के जो माइक्रोप्रोसेसर हैं, they are using 4 gigahertz, 3 gigahertz. These are the common speeds right now. Another pin which is attached is the reset pin. As you can see, the purpose of the reset pin is to system reset. So this is the XP button. And when we click that button or press that button, the system will restart immediately. The microprocessor will restart immediately. There is also some additional circuitry, as you can see on the left side. This circuitry provides a reset to the clock generator circuit, and also a crystal of 15 megahertz is attached, and there internally there is a divided by 3 circuit, which primarily divide the 15 megahertz to 5 megahertz, and then this 5 megahertz signal is used by the microprocessor. So this is the internal circuit. अगर आप इसमें चाहें, तो इसके बारे में मज़ीद जानना, तो the contents in the book are available. अगर आप कहीं प्रॉब्लम महसूस करें, तो I am available to help. This clock generator IC and function. यहाँ कोई सवाल तो नहीं है आपका? If there is any question, okay, so we stop here and we take a 5-minute break, और इसके बाद second session जो है उसको हम continue करेंगे. The same link after 5 minutes. Okay बेटा, अल्लाह हाफिज.